What's up, guys? It's Noddy's here, and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be previewing Eagles Lions at Detroit Week 1. The regular season is finally here. We're gonna be talking about both offenses, both defenses, obviously as well as special teams. We're gonna be talking about the keys to the game for our side, since I don't have a Lions YouTuber or any YouTuber with me right now, and of course, going to be doing my score prediction and who I think will win this game. I know I haven't done it. I'm not doing a schedule prediction this year, but if you really wanted to know, I think we're going 11-6, 12-5. I think 11-6 for sure. I think we could definitely sweep the Giants and Commanders, lose once against the Cowboys, and then I think there's gonna be some really tough games like the Green Bay Packers, Arizona Cardinals, Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts. Even though 3 or 4 of those teams have lost their number one wide receiver for different reasons, except the Indianapolis Colts. But even so, that is my quick schedule prediction. Just want to say here, since I'm not doing one this year. But yeah, before we get into it, please subscribe, turn the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos. We're at 285 subs, or 245 subs. 5 away from 250 and 55 away from 300, so let's get there. We're very, very close, like 60 views away from 11,000. Please like, please comment, as long as I'm appropriate. I'll definitely look at it. And of course, please follow my socials, all links below, down in the description, and my Discord server. And without further ado, play that intro video. Let's get it. And he's trying to extend! Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles on Jalen Hurts! Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Let's quickly start this off with the Lions offense and start with the opponent's offense. Obviously, we got Jared Goff leading the charge, his second year doing so. So about Jared Goff, yeah, I'm fortunately not that big of a believer in him. I mean, if you remember that trade, Jared Goff to Detroit, Matthew Stafford to the Rams, you know how that went out. Lions had one of the worst records in the league, and the Rams are Super Bowl champions, so you can see have contrast there. Jared Goff, yeah, I mean, not that special of a last year. Yeah, last year with Detroit, and I remember in our matchup again. I remember we beat them 44-6 or 44-0 or something of the sort last year. And one of those things I said in that last year's video: manipulate Jared Goff. Get pressure to him, get him panicked. So you can also manipulate him in the passing game as well, stuff like that. And this is about the same tune here, and I'm gonna get to that in the keys of the game. But yeah, Jared Goff, I've not really been a believer in him, even though he is obviously the quarterback one for Detroit right now. And he's, I mean, other than literally Nate Sudfeld, who's like the worst quarterback I don't know about ever seeing, but he's a pretty bad quarterback. He was with us for a little bit. No, sorry, that was Nick Mullins. No, I confused him with Nick Mullins. Never mind. Nate Sudfeld is not as bad as Nick Mullins, but Nate Sudfeld. Other than that, yeah, that is Jared Goff is Detroit's QB1, and I just don't not that big of a believer in him. And my keys to the game, you'll hear what I have to say about trying to get to Goff and stuff like that. However, Lions have improved, and even though this is an improvement since they already have this player, running back DeAndre Swift, I really like DeAndre Swift, honestly. He's really underrated. He has a lot of potential. He's been developing pretty well. He is kind of infamous for that week 1 drop against the Bears, but I mean, that's literally in the past. Like, who cares now? It's, you just gotta forget about that. I didn't forget about that, but it is what it is. Even so, I mean, DeAndre Swift is still a really good back. I really like to see that's Detroit's running back number 1. So Detroit, keep good care of him because he's a really good player. DeAndre Swift. Obviously, the wide receivers: Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Chark, who they got from the Jacksonville Jaguars, and of course Josh Reynolds, wide receiver number 3. Jameson Williams looked like he's out. Look at the ESPN depth chart, and yikes. All right, I might have to double check that on the Lions social media for their injury report, which I'll do in a bit. But Jameson Williams, if that's true, he's out. The rookie wide receiver, that is pretty bad. I mean, I know he is a rookie, but even so, I still really would have liked to see him in this game, to see, even if it's we're going against them on week 1. I really did want to see Jameson, and we're gonna see Aiden Hutchinson. So, you know, that it is what it is for Jameson. All right, let me just quickly check. Does the Detroit social media have it? An injury report. There you go. I think, yeah. I think I found it. All right, so looks like, yeah, I've seen it. Tommy Kramer, Levi Rosrake, Rike, yeah. It shows all of them. It shows all of them right now. I don't see Jameson Williams though. I do not see James Williams, but I do correlate it with the ESPN. And ESPN has some accuracy here, so maybe Jameson Williams is not out, but we will see. Amon-Ra St. Brown, brother Equinemius is still in the NFC North after the Packers either traded or the Bears signed him. You know, he went to the Bears basically after being a Green Bay Packer. You know, Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's Detroit's wide receiver 1. I really love what he's shown last year in his career in Detroit so far. I really liked Amon-Ra St. Brown. However, as him being the wide receiver 1, I think we can also manipulate that. I do love Amon-Ra St. Brown, but against defensive backs, Darius Slay, pretty much Slay, because it lists here on ESPN it's wide receiver 1. I mean, he is the wide receiver 1, right? But yeah, our defensive backs in general, Slay, Bradbury, Maddox, even though Slay's in the run, you know, I think we can get them taken care of. You know, DJ Chark as well, good pickup from the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a nice piece to their wide receiver corner, but will that be enough? I am not sure. I mean, I can't even say I'm not sure. I don't think it will be enough in my opinion. I mean, again, there's been improvements to this Lions team, and this Lions team is not outright awful. I mean, of course, they're the Lions. No offense, Lions fans. But I think they will most definitely improve this game, but they're going to have a tough matchup week 1 because we've also improved, and a lot of people are saying, you know, we're contenders, especially for the NFC East, and I do agree with that. Super Bowl contenders, okay, slow down. Like that is ridiculous. All right, we gotta wait to see this on the field. Even here, I don't want to be too cocky because again, we have to see it on the field, and I don't want to sleep on the Lions, even though, you know, they don't seem like that really good team, but they've still improved. And you remember week 1 against the San Francisco last year. We're gonna have to calm down. I mean, I love the NFC East winning stuff, but we gotta take care of this game first. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right, 7 minutes in. Let's just keep getting there. All right, T.J. Hawkinson. First round rookie, Iowa tight end talent. That is tight end university. Iowa right there. I believe George Kittle also came from Iowa, so it is legit. Really like what TJ has shown in Detroit as well. He keeps developing as well every single year, and he's looked like the undisputed tight end 1 for Detroit. So TJ Hawkinson, somebody we gotta mention here as well. Really do like TJ Hawkinson. Now the offensive line. Okay, there are some pretty bad injuries to this offensive line. All right, including one of the best centers in football, Frank Ragnow. If he is out, like ESPN says, they call him questionable. If he is out this game, obviously you do not want to wish for injuries, but if he's out, it does help us. Even though an injury is awful, it will help us in the long run in that game. So while terrible it may be, Frank Ragnow, if he's out, that's going to give us an advantage, right? But again, one of the best centers in football. I'm still biased saying that Kelsey is the best center in football, by the way. So if you don't like that, I apologize. But right guard Tommy Kramer, even if he's out, they still got Penei Sewell, right tackle. If you guys remember him, first round to the Lions. I remember a lot of people saying, but why didn't the Bengals pick him up? I was exactly one of those people. They got Jamar Chase. And I mean, Jamar Chase was undisputed the best wide receiver in that draft. And now he is not only one of the best wide receivers in that draft, or the best wide receiver in that draft, he is now one of the best wide receivers in the league. So it did pay off for the Bengals. They did improve on their O-line health because if you remember, I think it was Quinton Spain who let Aaron Donald get through, or Bengals offensive lineman that let Aaron Donald get through, and boom, Rams won the Super Bowl. Bengals went home packing. Even though they did make the Super Bowl, that was still an amazing feat nonetheless. But even so, I got a little sidetracked there talking about that kind of lore. But even so, Penei Sewell, I really do like Penei Sewell. He's been holding his own. He's really great offensive line talent, and with a team like the Lions, they need that help. I mean, Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, if they keep building on that offensive line, it's going to be pretty solid, in my opinion. I mean, they have Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson on the left side. Again, Tommy Kramer, who is listed as out, by the way. And Penei Sewell, the right tackle spot, and of course, one of the best centers in football in Frank Ragnow. And let's see if he plays this game. I saw the injury report. Actually, yeah, it says he has a groin injury. Limited practice, no practice Thursday, limited practice on Friday. Yep, he is questionable now. That is concerning for the Detroit Lions for sure. And if you remember, former Eagle, I love saying this name, Halapoulivaati Vaitai. That is such an amazing name. I love saying that name. It's so catchy. He looks like, he's on injured reserve. Never mind. He could have filled in for Kramer, right guard, but I think it's going to be Logan Stenberg, however you say it, that's going to be filling in. So that is one person out of the Lions offensive line. Again, Frank Ragnow, we don't even know if he's going to be out, but even so, that's Lions offensive line. They're losing some guys they really need. But I don't know. I think they'll be fine. But anyways, let's go on to the Philadelphia Eagles offense. All right, so let's do that. There we go. All right, let's go to our offense. Hold on a second. Oh my God, we have live television. Even though this isn't live. There we go. Now we have it. Okay, just getting a depth chart to keep track. However, I know this team. All right, quarterback Jalen Hurts, his second full year. I am so excited for what he can do tomorrow. I am super excited. All right. Obviously, last year, again, his first full year, and people were still saying, "Oh wow, he's struggling. He might be." No, come on, it's his first full year as starting quarterback. Last year, the year before that doesn't count. He barely played the games. He only played at the end of the season. And when Wentz was starting, Peterson put Hurts in there for literally no reason, just to run an option one play. Then he put him back on the sideline like it was dumb. Okay, this was his first full year, and I saw amazing potential in this guy. And I know I did criticize him as well. I mean, I want to be non-biased. I did see some concerns as well, but he has been doing a great job this offseason, trying to clean up his throwing motion, which he did do that. I've criticized the mechanics. He has cleaned that throwing motion up. I will give him that for sure. And even though this is preseason, I'm literally just saying now, I'm not trying to overreact. I'm just saying it's preseason. I get it. But he had a perfect drive in the preseason with starters in. We didn't even target AJ Brown, but it is amazing to think. Terrifying for other teams. Just saying that if we can do that without AJ Brown for a drive, even though it's a preseason, even though the Jets starters were in there, that's great. All right, love what I saw with him this offseason. I'm not saying he's gonna go off tomorrow. I mean, obviously, I hope he does, but I'm not calling it. But I am excited to see what he can do tomorrow. I'm gonna wait until this offense gets on the field before I can start getting excited, start judging, etc. But I honestly think Jalen Hurts has big potential to do well tomorrow for sure. Miles Sanders, of course, my favorite player. You see me on Twitter standing him literally all the time. I love Miles Sanders. Pause. That sounds weird, but I love this guy so much. Gonna be a healthy Miles Sanders. Did not score a touchdown last season. But it's completely fine. This is a new season. If he stays healthy, if he stays consistent, that's our number one back for sure. Boston Scott. We got Trey Sermon as well. From waivers, I believe. Kenneth Gainwell. Really love to see what he can do. for his sophomore year to take a step up. So running backs look pretty solid. Again, that is our bread and butter right there. Running the ball. We were the biggest, either the largest rushing team in the NFL. Most efficient. All right, the wide receivers. Obviously, wide receiver one, number 11, the better number 11. Yes, Carson Wentz. I just called you out. I don't care. A.J. Brown, the big fella. All right, like TD Barrett says in his Madden video, the big fella. All right, A.J. Brown. Let's get it. He honestly looks like a tight end, but he is a wide receiver. He is extremely quick. He has amazing size. So when he catches the ball, he can literally run somebody over and they fall flat on their face. And he's doing that as a wide receiver. Remember, this guy was in a picture with DK Metcalf comparing sizes. Sizes of his body. Okay, don't think it's an idea. But there we go. All right, A.J. Brown, wide receiver number 1. He's young as well. We finally got a wide receiver 1. Love Devontae Smith, but I think he will be I don't know about better suited, but he's going to thrive in that wide receiver 2 role. Devontae Smith, Heisman winner, broke the Eagles' rookie yards record for receiver. He beat Deshaun Jackson's record, but you know what? I mean, I love D-Jax, but had to be done from Devontae Smith, right? Also, Britton Covey is back into the roster. Love it. I think Devin Allen's back, but like I said in my other Eagles video where I talked about the 53-man, I think it was only practice squad. Even so, I'm glad they're back on this team, right? Britton Covey going to be returning punts, kicks, etc., etc. Quez Watkins, wide receiver, number 3. Amazing. Honestly, again, I've said this literally a million times every single video. I don't care. I'm still going to say it. That straight line speed and speed in general from Quez Watkins, you know, I really want to see him as that deep threat wide receiver. Zach Pascal more in the slot, you know, really like Zach Pascal as wide receiver 3, 4, etc. You know what I mean? You know, I want to see Zach Pascal, you know, as that red zone that we're looking for. I want to see Quez Watkins as that deep pass threat, you know. Like we saw in that 49ers game, even though we didn't score for some reason. That was so dumb. All right. So, yeah, that is about it for the receivers. Dallas Goedert, one of the best tight ends in the league. I'm going to just say it right now. You know, after being backup for Ertz, you know, he's developed pretty well. And now look at him. He's tight end 1. You know, just needs to, you know, not drop the easy stuff because I've seen him do that quite a few times. It was little annoying to see him do that, especially in the Commanders game last year. I remember that. It was annoying, but I know he's going to clean that up for sure. Dallas Goedert, though, you know, I remember that really great touchdown against the New York Jets. He had a similar one this preseason, ironically, also against the Jets. I can't wait to see how Dallas Goedert does really well in the blocking game. I can't wait to see how he'll do well in the receiving game. The fact that it's just chilling that we have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins in our wide receiver core, red zone threat, and Zach Pascal. And we also have a great receiving tight end, you know, who can also run routes for us, and we can get good plays off of that as well. I mean, I know tight ends don't just block, but it's just really great to see that. All right. Let's move on to the offensive line. I love this offensive line. Best offensive line coach in the NFL as well. You know, leading this O-line group. Right, Jordan Mailata, left tackle, rugby player from Australia, and guess what? I'm gonna say it again. One of the best left tackles in the league. Debate it. You can debate it. Okay, I really don't care anymore, dude. Mailata has been doing excellent on the left tackle position. You know, obviously offensive linemen defend their quarterback, but his personality, especially when you saw Hurts get hit in that preseason game, he was angry. That dude is behind his quarterback. He's ready for fight for his quarterback, and he's doing a great job doing it. Jordan Mailata, dude, all of the Eagles fan base loves you, man. You know, great addition to the left side. Landon Dickerson, who was a second-round pick. You know, I said if he stays healthy, he's gonna do really well, and he's been doing pretty well. Landon Dickerson, love seeing him in the left guard spot. Obviously, Jason Kelsey, the best center in football. There's literally no explanation there. Cam Jerkins also had an excellent preseason. That's going to be Kelsey's heir to the throne for the center spot, and I'm absolutely here for it. All right. Isaac Seumalo, right guard. It's really solid. Does really well at right side with Lane Johnson. Paved the Lane Johnson, one of the best right tackles, if not the best right tackle in the league right now. Our offensive line looks incredible. Andre Dillard, injured reserve. I thought we were going to trade him. Looks like we weren't. Brett Toth is out. Other than that, though, all the starters have a clean. Yeah, I'm seeing right here, literally no starter has an injury. We are completely healthy for week 1. All right. Wow, 20 minutes. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to 40 minutes, but that's okay. I'll have timestamps and stuff, to go into the description so you don't get bored. All right, let's get to the Lions defense. All right, and I'm just gonna sip the water. Honestly, talking all this time, it's fun, but gotta stay hydrated. Remember that, guys. Gotta stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. All right, especially if you're in Arizona, New Mexico, it gets hot down there. It gets really hot in Arizona, New Mexico. So stay safe, stay hydrated. All right. So let's move on. Charles Harris, Aleem McNeil going to be the left side for the Lions. Romeo Okwara is actually out. Now that is no good. This is 3rd on the depth chart, but I believe, I don't know. I don't know if he was on the 3rd string still, or just on the 2nd string, or he wasn't even starter. But that is not good for the Lions. I really do like Romeo Okwara. Michael Brockers, this right defensive line though, does not look bad. I mean, Levi and Mozureke is on the injured reserve, but Michael Brockers, which is not bad for the right defensive tackle spot. So it's Lions are not bad in the right defensive line. And then the storyline: Aiden Hutchinson, the round 2 pick. If you can see on the thumbnail, that is him right there, right? So yeah, there we go. Aiden Hutchinson. If he's going to be going up against either Lane or Mailata, for sure. Lane or Mailata. I believe it's going to be Mailata. So yeah. So that's going to be a storyline to watch. Honestly, he's going to be a rookie, and I don't know if he can do too well. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I mean, again, Mailata is no person to scoff at. Lane is no person to scoff at. You can have a rude awakening, against us, right? But I still want to see how the number 2 overall pick does. Right, Malcolm Rodriguez for the left linebacker spot. Middle linebacker, Alex Anzalone. I really do like Alex Anzalone, though, for sure. Right, Chris Board, linebacker. Now, Amani Oruwariye is going to be left cornerback. Jeff Okudah. A lot of people are calling him a bust. I do not like. Come on, man. I don't know why people, hate this guy, or not even hate, just criticize this guy so much. All right, Patricia did him no favors when he was Detroit Lions head coach. I think that Jeff Okudah still has a chance. I think he'll most definitely be on Devontae Smith, young corner against young wide receiver. However, I still do think Smith wins that one soundly. I mean, I know I was just saying, why do people criticize Okudah? I still think he has a chance, though, but he's going to have a tough matchup, against Smith this game. All right. Amani Oruwariye as well. He has struggled some patches of the last season, though. And, of course, if he's their CB1, or it doesn't really matter if Amani or Jeff is their CB1, you're going up against A.J. Brown. That is going to be a really tough matchup. I don't know how. I mean, I really do like Amani Oruwariye. I think he's really, really underrated and a really solid CB1, but I don't know if he's going to do that well against A.J. Brown. I'm just saying. Right. Also, by the way, Ifeatu Melifonwu, I remember that guy. I wanted him to come to Philly, but, Lions picked him up. Tracy Walker, strong safety, and Deshaun Elliott, free safety. Overall, absolutely not the worst defense at all. You got Michael Brockers, Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 overall. You can say what you want about Aiden Hutchinson. I'm not hating if you don't like him. I'm not hating if you do like him. I'm just saying, He's still a rookie. We're going to have to see how he does in the regular season against us. Alex Anzalone, linebacker spot. You got Amani Oruwariye and Jeff Okuda. However, there's some question marks there too. Then Tracy Walker, Deshaun Elliott, etc., etc. And actually Julian Okwara as well. The Okwara brothers. I think I knew Romeo Okwara. I might have heard Julian Okwara, but it just occurred to me that they're brothers here in Detroit. But actually, Julian's questionable. Romeo says he's out. So yikes, that is not good for the Okwara brothers for sure. And if you look actually, the Lions injury report, it says Julian's questionable. So that sucks. That sucks for Julian for sure. All right, so that is the Lions defense, right? Let's go on to the Eagles defense. Oh, my favorite. Oh my God. There's literally, I only see Jared Maiden is the only injured guy, and he's a third stringer, and he's on the injured reserve. Everybody else is literally healthy as can be. I am so excited. I'm gonna just shut up and just do this segment already. So let me just mark where this finish. All right. So first off, let's talk about the defensive line. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, gonna be on the left side. Obviously, when I say left side, there's one edge, there's one interior. So Brandon is gonna be on edge. You know that though, for sure. All right. So let's just talk about the edge first, though. Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat. Brandon Graham, there's nothing really to say about him. He's been an excellent part of this franchise. And of course, both Graham and Cox are getting older. But even so, I think they still got it, and they have a chance this season to still be productive. All right. And sorry about the cut, guys. I am right back. Obviously, they are getting older, but again, I still think they have a chance to be productive this season. So nothing really to be worried at least in my opinion. I mean, Josh Sweat, he's been getting better every single year. I absolutely love, Josh Sweat and him on the edge. I'm so excited for what he can do. Derek Barnett, Mr. Penalty. I know that was really cool. Even so, still pretty good. A pretty good option, second string for the defensive edge spot. If he could just stop, getting penalties all the time, then that would be great. All right, that would be great. Now for the interior, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave. Javon Hargrave had such a great season last year. I am so excited what Javon Hargrave to do this season. Fletcher Cox, of course, even though he's getting older, still I think he could be productive. Absolutely. That is one of the best Philadelphia Eagles to come about this organization. All right, Milton Williams, I want to see him, develop. Jordan Davis, as well, the rookie, the first round rookie, extremely big. He made Cox look small. And yeah, that just blew my mind. The fact that he's, let's say, a second string, and I get he's a rookie, but he's still gonna get in the defensive line, is gonna still get subbed in. That is, other teams, beware. You guys are not ready for the smoke. You're not ready for the smoke whatsoever. All right. Excuse me. All right. So let's go to the linebackers. This linebacker core got a big blow up. At first, it did not look good. We had trouble tackling. It was really frustrating. Now we got Kaiser White and Hassan Reddick, on the, I think, left linebacker, left outside, right outside. They are outside linebackers though. It's listed that middle linebacker is TJ Edwards this year. All right. So Kaiser White, he can do it all. He can defend the land. He can defend the air. I was about to say sea, and it was like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no sea in football. But he can defend the air. He can intercept passes. He can play good coverage. He can stop the run. He can get to the quarterback. Kaiser can do it all, and I am so excited to see him. Hassan Reddick as well. I thought he was a defensive lineman, but it says he is an outside linebacker. Even so, even if we do blitz, we can get Hassan Reddick involved, and he can also get to the quarterback as well. Yeah, all right. TJ Edwards. All right, T.J. Edwards. Okay, sometimes I don't know. I'm a little iffy on T.J. Edwards. I'll admit it right now. I mean, I know he's shown really good flashes, and I know he has the potential to be really, really good. But sometimes it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't trust him at all, but sometimes I see the bad side of him. Sometimes I just see the good side of him. It depends, right? But T.J. Edwards, I think as a middle linebacker though, getting help from Kaiser and Hassan, it would be really great for him, and I'm hoping for a great season for T.J. Edwards. But yeah, I mean, we have Jacoby Dean behind him as well. Great run stopper. You saw Jordan Davis, in a preseason game trying to get the tackle. Jacoby playing cleanup, and he's playing behind TJ, so he will get subbed from time to time. Dude, those linebackers look great, as well as Sean Bradley. The only Eagles who's interacted with me on social media. Thank you, Sean Bradley, if you're listening to this. Thank you for liking and retweeting my tweet, even though you probably didn't think anything about it. But I love that. It's the first time an Eagle interacted with me on social media. All right, so what else to say? Oh yeah, Sean Bradley as well. Great special teamer. And yeah, that is about it. Right, now to the defensive backs. I love it. All right, James Bradbury, left corner. Darius Slay, right corner. Darius Slay, CB1, one of the best corners in the league. I don't care if you don't agree. It's a fact. I mean, you should care. I mean, it's with top 10 corners in the league right now. If you don't agree with that, then I don't know what you're doing. I mean, Darius Slay is an elite cornerback. Going to be paired up with James Bradbury. He's going to get help from an elite cornerback, so James Bradbury is going to play cleanup and try to cover the wide receiver twos, and I think he'd be very well suited for that role. So there's that. I mean, Marcus Epps, again, it's a little bit like T.J. Edwards. I've seen flashes of Marcus Epps, but a little iffy on that. Still, even though I'm hoping for a great year for Marcus Epps, hope he develops. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, this man was built for Philly. Going to be our free safety. I am super excited to see where he could fit in and how he contributes to the safety corps, which he will contribute a lot, to this secondary success. I really do like this secondary. I mean, there's been there has been concerns about the secondary depth. There, I said it. I spat it out. There has been concerns about the secondary's depth, but I mean, hey, Reed Blankenship, strong safety. He was a hard hitter in the offseason, training camp, preseason. I'm glad he's made a roster. Congratulations to him. Zach McPherson, the rookie he got from which year? Maybe 2020, 2021, somewhere along that. I want to see him develop. Kayvon Wallace, I really wanted him to succeed, but I don't know. I thought he was going to be cut this year, but he's still going to be here for depth. And of course, how could I forget Avonte Maddox, the slot corner who did really, really well in that role. Avonte Maddox did great last year, and I'm super excited to see how he can do behind Slay and Bradbury. Josh Jobe, Josiah Scott for depth. Josh Jobe, the undrafted free agent as well. All in all, dude, love that. Love this defense a lot. All right, so that's all I want to say here. I'm gonna very, very quickly say the special teams. Jake Elliott, Aaron Siposs has been doing pretty well. This preseason. Hope he's gonna do better this year. Jake Elliott had a big bounce back season last year. I believe in that so much. All right, and Austin Siebert is gonna be the place kicker, and Jack Fox for the Lions. Jack Fox is gonna be there. So there we go. All right, now let's go to the keys to the game. This has already been 40 minutes. I know it's been hold on. It's been pretty long, but even so, we're getting there. Just need to say keys to the game and the prediction. That is all we gotta do. All right, so of course, basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking note of when I finish this timestamp, so I can kind of track it down. I edited in software better, so I can quickly edit it. All right, so let's move on to the keys to the game, and let's do like two offensive ones. stuff like that. I think I'll find them. All right. So my first key to the game is, I said this a million times last year too, and I know Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen. Hold on a second. I know Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen have gotten better at this, but run the damn ball. We got so angry for Sirianni for barely running it, this year, and guess what happened? During the end of the season or the next half of the season, the best rushing team in the NFL, and we barely ran the ball the first half of the season either. So I mean, just saying, run the damn ball. Be creative. Especially with Hurts. I mean, he's that mobile quarterback where if you really need a first down and he doesn't see anything there, he can use his legs really well and he can get that yardage and the first downs and stuff. So run the damn ball. Feed the running backs, Miles, Boston, Kenneth, etc. And of course, utilize the play action as well. Stuff like that. That's what I really want to see. All right. The second key to the game also goes into that as well. Basically, what was I gonna say? Spread the ball around. Spread the ball around. I don't want to, because you saw what happened to the Rams. I mean, I don't want to make this like, we should not do what the Rams did. But I mean, if you think about it, if you look at the Rams, they kept passing to Cooper Kupp every single time. Allen Robinson was barely there. Also in that running game for the Rams, by the way, got to mention that. So spread the ball around, get it to all your playmakers. Obviously, there's going to be I don't know who it is, either Brown, Smith, whatever. There's going to be one guy that keeps consistently getting open more than others. I mean, I get that, but spread the ball, utilize your weapons, Jalen. Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni, they'll be leading that offense. We need coaching to be on point as well. I mean, I know I've hated on Jonathan Gannon all a minute right now. Most of that hate was pretty dumb from me. I mean, still, I'm still a little disappointed. I mean, I'm not like completely off the hook, from Jonathan Gannon, but I mean, some of my hate was unwarranted. I just had no idea what I was talking about. But I'm still gonna say, Jonathan Gannon, Nick stuff like that. Run the right scheme, etc. I'm still gonna say that, but the hate that I have. Back to offense, spread the ball around, utilize the weapons. That's the certain situations too. Red zone and Zach Pascal in defense. Utilize him a lot, quick blocking, and really want to get a lot of yards. The long Smith as well. He's not running extremely well. And I remember last year, he did not go to the long Smith. Alright? So with this offense, basically it's just, sticking to the fundamentals and sticking to what you're good at. And just utilize the weapons. It basically always keeps the defense smart in how we play basically be smart with how, we're on offense and how we use our weapons, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez, Zach Pascal, all of these guys at your disposal. Dallas Goedert, tight end, number one. Basically that. Let's go to defensive due to the game. Alright, late golf. What does that mean? Get pressure. Alright, get pressure on Jared Goff. That offensive line. Hey, don't Frank Ragnow will be playing this one. I mean, he might. I'm not so sure. I mean, they said question. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Who's their right guard? And this field may be on the right side, so that is something to take advantage of. And even with the offensive line, they have a great Jonathan Gannon, he blitzes for him. And realize that there's like some sacks that they can blitz at all. They're creative. But yeah, there's such a good team. Like the Eagles, they're fun. That's completely out of me. Great talented defense. Great talented defense at his disposal. We'll have to see how that goes. Alright, and last but not least, manipulate Goff. Alright. Let's do this as the fourth key to the game. Don't let DeAndre Swift and Lions wide receivers off the hook there. I'm just gonna say that simply, and that's obvious. Like, well, duh. I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious. 90s. Like, what do you mean? I get that, but I'm basically saying this because I don't want to get too cocky. All right, I don't want to get too cocky of this Lions team. And I mean, you're gonna see my score prediction. You're gonna see them that much of a surprise. But I still do not want to get too cocky. I know how big the other Swift is. I know that I'm on the same ground. Don't let them off the hook. We have a talented defense. It's unacceptable. You know, if we let DeAndre Swift and the Lions wide receivers cook us this game, just let them off the hook. And they produce a lot of first downs, a lot of good games, and scoring. I mean, again, it's obvious, but yeah, I guess I can add to this key to the game. Don't be cocky about this Lions offense as well. Right? Just play smart. Just stick to what you know and just perform. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Right? So those are the keys to the team. Let's just start that down here. Now finally, the score prediction. This video is almost 50 minutes, but take me to this too long. I'll have time to make this game. But let's get into it. I am not gonna be I'm not even thinking about this. I think the Eagles are going to win this game 30. I'll say 30 to 7. Eagles win 30 to 7. Alright. So there's going to be a big win for us. I just think, our offense is going to be going quickly, especially the running game. Jalen Hurts and the wide receivers tonight, Josh Allen will have a pretty good game. And I think the defense, will have a really good run for us. They'll let the Lions score a couple, but it will be long. And we're going to win this game 30 to 7. Right? And now, you get this is but if you stuck around this long, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, please comment, definitely look at it. Please subscribe, turn on both notifications so you don't miss any videos. Of course, we are almost to 250 subscribers and we're 55 and we're super close to 100K views. Please follow my social media down in the description as well for Discord. And